Do you know how vulnerable we are right now?
That worldwide, yeah.
With all of this, that it is being publicized in media, which they're all watching, that there's no one manning the nuclear arsenal, that
the FBI is going to be tore apart,
yes.
which means they're not going to find terrorists, which means we're going to have. Here's what Trump's trying to do. Here's what I think. I just got this when you said this. Trump is trying to. So what do? Why would you clean out the FBI? Why would you decimate the CIA? Well, here's why. Because what Trump really wants, because the only way these countries that you're talking about work is because they've declared martial law and the police can do whatever they want. If there's dissension, if they claim dissension is terrorism, like if they claim this podcast was terrorism because we speak against them all the time, they shut us down. The cops come in and shut this fucking thing down. I go to jail. That's how that works. So
after a shootout, though,
what he needs, we're in North Hollywood. It's just going to be a shootout just for them to get to the building. There's going to be a shootout. The neighbors say, "Hey man, you guys having problems over there?" And we could use some help. And there's going to be a shootout. So what Trump wants to do, and this is where we got to keep our powder dry, is that he wants dissension. He wants the crazy. So if you cut the CIA and you cut the FBI, that means we don't have people looking into terrorism, people setting bombs on, people coming in. Do you remember that guy? During was it Trump's first term or beginning of Biden's term, the guy that had the van full of explosives, and they caught him
in Florida, right? With all the crap all over it.
And they caught that guy. Well, if you don't have the FBI investigating those guys, you have and then you've got these 1,600 dudes minus the 6 who've already back in jail and one's dead from the terrorist groups that were the terrorists and the treasonous fucks that actually went after John January 6th. Those guys are his personal army now. If he calls them up, because he did pardon them. So now you've got him saying it's martial law, doing what he wants. You have no one investigating any terrorist acts at all. That's the thing that you have to notice what he's doing, people. He's going through all these government bureaus and organizations that basically make sure shit is not illegal. The checks and balances. He's cutting them all. So
that's what Hitler did.
Hitler did
named himself all of the top positions.
Kennedy Center.
I would like to thank me for electing me to be the head of this thing that's most likely going to honor me.
He's probably going to change the name.
Wait until he gives himself the award.
The bird flu, the regular flu is raging across the country. We've got tuberculosis, norovirus,
measles.
And he shut down the CDC so they can't even report what's going on.
They fired people from the CDC and wherever else. The people who are studying actual bird flu.
Yes.
And that they accidentally fired them. They're trying to rehire them back, just like the other fucking departments.
The level of incompetence, and I'll say it again, he could have just come into office and just started doing what he's doing golfing and not fucked it up, and he would have been able to take credit for Biden.
Why not? I don't understand. Why not just
ego? Small-dicked white men need to actually make a difference.
Ego, you could go down in history.
Yeah.
Not only is this the first time someone was elected to a second term
after,
not consecutively, but you could shock the world, ride Biden's economy and all of his programs like infrastructure and
just
chips
a little bit here and there, done better. Yeah.
Hire great people and go golf, but let them do it and then go down in history.
But you also have to understand how dumb Trump really is. So all this stuff that he's doing, there is somebody in their office. Oh God, Stephen Miller. I watched Stephen Miller get interviewed the other day and they jumped him on something and Stephen Miller has rage in him. It's crazy. So Trump is dumb. So there's somebody up close, whether it's Elon or whoever, that has told him we need to dismantle the entire system because that's what he's doing. I don't think Trump just wants to golf and be the king. That's all he gives a shit about. Gary wants to, have hamburgers. But somebody is
I think he's trying to create chaos.
He is, so we can impose martial law. Yes. That's exactly it.
To your point about him having a legacy, if he invited Zelensky to the meeting, that alone could have delivered him a Nobel Peace Prize. If he actually got them both together and worked out some deal, you trade this, you trade that, we'll trade this, blah, blah, blah. It could have happened.
Except whatever Putin has on him, Putin is telling Trump, this is what we're doing. because that's what's happening. So when you go down, people watch the Armageddon update again. If you want to slow down the scroll, we put about all the times that Trump went to Russia, all the times, all the people that are connected from Manafort to Michael Flynn to Jill Stein. All these fucking people are connected to Russia and Trump. And this has been going on since 1987. By any evidence, if you had to go to court and go, is Trump a Russian asset? And you put all this evidence in front of them, they would go, holy shit.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Call the FBI. Where are they?
Yeah, call the FBI. Where's the CIA? Why is your bag ticking? Yeah. We're screwed. We're actually screwed. But there's no but. I don't know what to do here. I don't know what to do. All I know is our aunt and uncle are here, and she's going, get money. Make sure you have cash available.
Yeah,
and I
go bag.
I go, when it goes bad, I go, cash is not going to be worth anything.
Who
And she
said
goes,
that?
Lisa.
Julie?
Yeah, and Julie was saying it.
Seeds. What do you need? Seeds and
We have expired MREs and rice. We have 25-pound bags of rice and water. Yep. And
some written down knowledge of human inventions. So that when it's all
ordering
gone,
that book.
We can actually invent it all.
redo it. Yeah. And own the patents.
There you go.
But this thing with Turkey came out against the Turkey said something about to Russia like, hey, you don't get to take Ukraine territory back. Could you say Turkey basically went after him because right now the United States, we have been like basically Trump cut the balls off the United States by saying we're not going to help these guys anymore. So we are no longer a superpower because this douchebag has basically said, I'm going to help the dictator. Yeah. So he's basically, and Canada's pissed at us. People, do you understand how fucked up this is? Yeah. He made Canada
the nicest people.
Impolite.
Yeah.
You made Canadians boo at hockey?
Yep.
You made Canadians boo at hockey. Do you know what an asshole you have to be to make Canadians boo at hockey?
Evilness.
Yeah, even Satan was like, I don't know how this happened.
Crazy. Can you even fathom that? Canada booing our national anthem. It's nutty.
But that you know what an asshole you have to be to make that happen?
That Supreme Court decision last year really paved the way for all of this because that's what he's using his personal lawyers and his DOJ, also his personal lawyers, are using as justification for all of this stuff that
official
he's
acts.
So, and that blew my mind. I get it. He owns Clarence Thomas.
Right. And Alito. But Roberts?
Well,
Roberts, but he also owns Kavanaugh. He also owns
Coney Barrett.
Coney Barrett's in and out. She's kind of, I think
she's young.
She's kind of in a Christian culty type thing. So there's part of her that's really a firm believer in, wait, this is not right. I think there's something going on with her. And then who's the other guy? It's Thomas, Alito, Kavanaugh.
Roberts.
The tall guy with who's the tall guy? The lurch looking guy. Oh, who's that guy? Lurch. Judge Lurch.
Roberts. Who's the lurch-looking guy?
But that kind of screwed us because he's using that as his precedent. That he's saying that these are all official acts.
He's open the runway.
He's a king, baby.
And also, before Citizens United, there's not one person that you couldn't give $260 million to a campaign. You were good. You would go to jail